I had to put the fries clip in there. I'm like, it's got to be because that's all we're
Yes.
talking about.
I love it. I love it, Pat. Great stuff. Hello, whoever's out there. Ryan's out there. Oh, yes. Golf clap, golf clap.
Oh, yeah, golf clap. Golf clap. Yep.
You know
What's
what?
up, Ryan?
That is a clip we should put. What do you think when they do golf clap? Golf clap.
I could do that. Yeah, I should put that up there.
That we could probably use that, right? For
Oh, hell
certain
yeah.
things we do. Oh,
Use
hell
of,
yeah.
use of a lot of things. You kidding me? Sure. And absolutely, Ryan, agree 100%. Absolutely underappreciated comedy.
Oh, yeah. We talk about this movie all the time. And I'm going to tell you, I love Keith David. This is his best role for me just because he's so funny. He's so crazy and so funny. I know it's not the quality.
Love him and they live. Love him and they live. But this was he was the best in this.
And even the small part he has, and there's something about Mary. Was it the Frank? Is it the Frank or the beans?
Was it the Franks or the beans? How'd you get the beans above the Frank?
What a class act. Anyways, this is going to be so much fun. And we got, we have some Halloween connections here too. That's why it's fun to talk about.
Yeah, it's always good to have something, and it always connects. It's like, what was that? Was it 9 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? Is that what they call that game? So we can have like 9 degrees of Halloween to see how we can figure out how shit plays into each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
All right, what do you got? High octane going there?
That's that foolproof I was telling you about. God.
Brady's going hardcore.
I shouldn't for Tuesday.
I've been, well, you know what it is for since the weekend started. And what I've been doing is drinking beer every night, and and I still have some left over in my cooler outside. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? My liver's done.
You're not a coffee guy as much, or are you? I forgot.
I don't drink coffee at all. I can't stand it.
Neither. I'm not a coffee guy either. So like, I drink those hint waters a lot, and they had some caffeine waters, their energy waters. They stopped making that line. So now, like, I got to think of some other. Besides, I can't just have energy drinks all the time because I just freak out having those. You start getting the shakes and stuff.
The shakes and that stuff, yeah.
I just got this sparkling ice caffeine drink, so we'll see how these are too. They're equivalent to a cup of coffee, so we'll see.
Where is it? I don't have usually. If I'm gonna have like anything with caffeine in it, it's usually my
Your
diet
Nick Castle Sean Clark special.
My diet poison.
Your diet poison.
Yep, indeedy. With Ryan saying the way he brings the psycho Vietnam vet and makes it so funny, he fucking nailed it. Oh, he did. He's just so great.
You think about this movie too. The little war they've got with the other two guys is fun too. Just the little pranks. That's kind of underappreciated with this film, right? These two.
Yeah, and I love the one guy whose name escapes me. Is the guy who was Nicolas Cage's buddy in Valley Girl. I just watched Valley Girl the other day.
Get it off me, frog! It's shit. Oh God.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this, as you can tell. It's like we love our horror movies, we love them, but we do love to do our comedies once a month, and this is going to be our comedy night.
Dude, how about just Emilio Estevez like a chick magnet too, when he's finding random girls on his route, right? Just like, hey, baby.
Well, it's funny because if you read, I think, when I was trying to get some screen grabs for the pictures I used, I was reading up on it, and basically Emilio Estevez just wrote it because he was like looking out his window and he heard the garbage truck going, and he's like, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen a movie about garbage men, and that's when he started writing it. And actually, originally he wanted to give it to John Hughes. He wanted John Hughes to run with it.
No, John Hughes could have done that. How about that?
Oh, it would have been good. But then he said, you know what? Let me see how this works. And then who did he want? Shit, I forget who said he wanted. Before he ended up using his brother. There was somebody else. I remember reading it.
Yeah, on IMDb.
Yeah, I'm clicking on it now, and it said there was somebody else he had originally envisioned. Judd Nelson from Breakfast Club.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, Judd Nelson, which would have been okay. I could see that. He could have pulled it off.
That could have pulled it off, especially with that Breakfast Club attitude. He could have done.
Yeah, he could have came in just like that, and he probably would have been able to pull it off.
How about the two cops too? The two cops. I'm sure if I looked, I'm going to look them up later when we're watching this, what they've been in, because they're pretty good too.
Yeah, they're good.
Not the mustache guy as much, but
And I'll give credit where credit's due. The guy that plays the dead councilman, just as good as Bernie. Wait a second. Hey.
oh yeah, Jack.
Here? Who left the door open? The puppy's down here. One of them.
You never get the Pizza Man's actual name. You look at IMDb here, and it's his name's Pizza Man.
Yeah. Pizza Man. Sorry. I just get nervous with the puppies because I don't want to pee on anything. How the hell you get... Somebody must have left the damn door open.
Now, I was going to look up Leslie Hope. That name, I know I've heard of that name. She's had to have done other stuff, right?
I know I've seen her someplace else, and I don't remember. I'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure I've seen her someplace else. Cute. Easy on the eyes.
And we got the one chief, right? Troy, the great Troy Evans. We know him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's the deputy in 5, right?
In 5.
Yeah. Roger
Charlie.
actor from Ace Ventura.
Yeah. He's is it Charlie from part 5? Charlie!
Yeah.
Michael Myers is outside.
He's only got, 2 scenes in this movie, right?
Yeah, he's not in it that much. Maybe, yeah. Could be 2, maybe more. I don't know, but it's very little.
And there's one other guy I wanted to look up here. The guy that runs the main villain, protagonist guy. He was in do you remember him from Don't Tell Mom Babysitter's Dead? He was Gus.
Yes.
He was awesome.
Another good movie. Could make our comedy watch along. And Big Joe, hopefully he said he's running late. He's at his daughter's volleyball game, so hopefully he'll pop in and we'll get to see his lovely face. And for those that don't subscribe to Joe's channel, go check out Moody's Mind. He did a real nice recap of Rocklahoma last night because he was at Rocklahoma all weekend.
Yes, he
was. So definitely go
was.
check it out. Links are in the description just in case he doesn't make it tonight, but I'm sure he will. He was looking forward to hanging out. But you know
John
what?
Getz. That's the guy. Sorry.
Let's get this shit underway. Let's get the movie going because I'm dying to watch it.
Okay.
So
Pat, I'll go turn it on. I'm going to hear the countdown. You tell me when.
All right, let's do a countdown. Everybody got it queued up. 3, 2, 1, and play. You should see the MGM Lion.
Ready?
Oh, let me look. Yeah, I started it. Did you start it?
Yep.
All right. Yep, I can hear it. I can hear your lion roaring. Epic Productions. So I first saw this. I didn't. Did you see this in the theater, Brett?
I did not. I believe my brother did.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing this in the theater. I'm pretty sure I saw it on either HBO or Skinamax. And was this? I don't know. Was this his first movie that he directed? Because I know he's directed a few. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I think it's his first one. I think that's what it said. I think it said, he was going to hand it off to John Hughes and try to see if John Hughes could do it. But he said, you know what? Let me do it myself. So maybe this was his first movie.
How far behind him? The Men at Work just showed up, like the name.
Mine just hit up. And now I see Leslie Hope.
Perfect. Good.
So Keith David. Yeah, so we're probably right on line. Right in time. So let me see.
Never touch another man's fries.
Never touch another man's fries.
And you do that, and you live a long, happy life. But we have one other Halloween connection we're going to see here very shortly, right, Pat?
Hold on. Very shortly. Oh, I forget. It's been a minute since I watched this, so I
Just think about the credits as we're going. We're going to see it. We're going to see it. I always caught me. I know you know it, too. You're going to be mad once you see it. You're
probably. Yeah. I admittedly haven't watched this in a real long time.
Yeah, this is good. How's the sound? Is the sound okay?
Let me.
You can hear my mic okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't hear anything, so we're good. I'm watching the credits because I'm curious to see what you're talking about.
I like the two guys too. The one Italian guy, and then the other guy. You listen to me, you Italian son of a bitch. Never talk about my mother.
And for those, I'm watching it on Paramount Plus, so it's on Paramount Plus. And Brady, you're watching, I guess, is that a 4K or is it just a Blu-ray?
It's a DVD. Yeah,
or DVD.
I thought I had the Blu-ray. They made a Blu-ray. Listen to this combination: Stir Crazy and Men at Work. Is that a weird
Oh, I
combination?
forgot. Music by Stuart Copeland. I forgot about that.
Oh, Stuart Copeland, huh?
Wow, I completely forgot about that.
We're coming up to another name.
I forgot that he was doing that he scored quite a few films in his day. Completely forgot about it.
This guy's good though. He plays a good schmuck.
Yeah. He's been in a lot of stuff.
I just remember him a lot in that Don't Tell Mom Baby She's Dead. He's Gus.
I'm trying to think. I know if I looked his name up, I'd see it. I'd be like, oh, that's there. I know I've seen him in so many other things too.
Yeah, if you had this guy and Terry Kaiser in a movie playing dead guys, who would win? It's like the ultimate matchup. Jack from Men at Work versus Bernie. Battle the dead guys. Well, then you would have to throw Andrew McCarthy and what's his name? The other guy, John Silverman.
Is that his name? I forget his name.
Yeah, I think Emilio and Charlie would probably kick the shit out of them.
Well, we should just go in order with dead guys, and then next month's comedy watch long we should just do
Bernie.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, Weekend at Bernie's is I like that movie honestly almost as much as this movie, which is almost like kind of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. I still every time I think of Weekend at Bernie's, I always think of the episode of Friends when they bet the apartment and they're going back and forth doing the questions, and they're like, "What's Rachel's?" Rachel says, like, I forget what it was, like Chariots of Fire is her favorite movie. What's her real favorite movie? Weekend at Bernie's.
That's funny. I didn't think about that. Yeah, look at these two guys. Trust me, Jack is dead.
Urban You Blondes. That's right. Executive producer.
Pat, there you go. You saw it. You knew
I
it.
forgot about that.
I know you knew it, though. Does that make sense?
Oh, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, shit, I forgot about that.
That's why, Pat, maybe I should buy a poster and have him autograph it. Because Keith David will be around again. Charlie Sheen's going to be here the week after H45, but that's reserved for Hot Shots Part 2, or The Chase.
Yeah. And one of these days, one of my probably my favorite Emilio Estevez movie is Repo Man. We got to do Repo Man.
Yeah, I'm a big Stakeout guy. I like Stakeout a lot. Him and Richard Dreyfuss are awesome. I like the Maximum Overdrive. Some people don't like that as much.
I like it too. I don't know why I get so much hate. It's not the greatest thing, but I actually enjoy it.
DC, Who Made Who, right?
Isn't great soundtrack.
God damn, I gotta be careful with that. I gotta get a bottle.
Man, it must be nice waking up next to a hot chick on a beach.
Yeah, tell me about it. No, I want to look up Leslie Hope. That's what I want to do. He's got a bit of a mullet here, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So
and Las Playas is a made-up name, correct?
What's up?
Las Playas is a made-up name, I believe.
I thought so too.
Because I remember when I was reading it said it was filmed in partially Redondo Beach and Hermosa Beach, so I'm assuming Las Playas is just a made-up name.
Charlie, man.
I hate politicians.
You know, between him and his brother, yeah, God, I would probably say I probably got to go like my top 25 maybe, and they're in like probably a half a dozen of my favorite movies between both of them.
Yeah. And was in arguably one of the funniest sitcoms in history.
Yeah, and it's a shame it didn't totally get finished, I know, but
yeah, well, he did it to himself. There's nobody to blame but himself.
Even though there was close to a reconciliation, wasn't there?
And albeit I did enjoy the transition to Ashton Kutcher. I thought Ashton Kutcher did do a real good job.
So did my mom and dad, because they're a big fan of the show.
I was a little skeptical, but I gave it a shot because, you know me, I'm a big That 70s Show fan. So I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot and see how it is. And you know what? I liked it.
Emilio didn't direct as many movies as I thought. Just a handful of movies. like the War at Home, and he did Rated X, which was an HBO movie with
Rated X
Charlie
was
Sheen.
good. That was a real good movie about the Mitchell brothers, the two porn directors that did Behind the Green Door,
Yep.
and the one brother killed the other brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
they did. That was a good movie.
We got to count when he makes the hangover drink in the morning. We should probably count how many things he puts in there.
Right? Look at Ryan. Yeah, he was banging 7-gram rocks, winning.
That's right. Yeah.
Tiger blood, baby, tiger blood. And he's been laying low. He hasn't done shit as far as I know, or I've been seeing.
He did the autograph one down by Joe and Pat, or Joe and Michael. You know, I think Michael went to it. Now he's doing the one here in Chicago a week after age 45. So it's like,
I mean, I did enjoy the other show, Anger Management. That show was just as funny. That was a good show.
you know, I always forget he was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the police station.
Yeah, he was the delinquent in the police station. That's right.
Oh, you know him? It's my brother.
All the kids like him. They think he's a righteous dude.
Joe Cola. I'm sure they still make that, don't they?
I don't know. Yeah,
I used
Brian,
to see it at 7-Eleven.
that interview, several of those interviews with him when he was going off the rails were very entertaining, to say the least.
You know, it makes me cringe in this movie when they have to use the what do you call it? The flat sweepers to, clean out the debris when they empty out the back.
Yeah.
Oh God, that just makes you just want to gag.
Hey, look at the guy's name. It's driving me crazy. That's
You
awesome.
see my gloves, amigo, in the glove compartment. Up, they went right by the.
Actually, hold on one second. Did you guys get Petey? No, I just heard him run up the stairs. I don't trust the puppies. They'll come piss on my Myers rugs.
My a friend of mine I just met him at the previous Halloween conventions. Matt Ray's from St. Louis. He's in our Slaughtered Lamb H45 group. He messages me. He's like, "Did you get more of those dog shirts? Because he'll rip that thing apart." I'm like, "That's a good point, but I'm hoping not to have him wear it all the time."
Well, that's what I said. Remember when we took it off my puppies, they were friggin' chewing on it. I'm like, whoa, that's $30 you're chewing on between the two of you.
So there, as it gets colder, that's when I'll probably put it on a bit. Like the extra large one, Pat. Does the smaller one have the little loop for the tail in the back?
No.
Extra large one's got the loop for the tail.
Though these two knuckleheads, they're an extra smalls. Like I told you, their harnesses are cat harnesses because they're so damn small.
Also, I know we're watching this. I noticed that the 4K Halloween trilogy is no longer up for. You can't pre-sale it as of right now again. I probably should have pre-sold it, but oh well. I'm not too worried about it.
I did do that though. I did.
I think you said you did.
The Best Buy one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. I didn't do the one on Walmart, the Rob Zombie 1 and 2. I didn't do that yet. Probably will, because it looks pretty cool.
Give you a little Matthew Modine or a little Ed Begley Jr. Maybe one of those two.
Ed Begley Jr. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, big time.
I just love.
Hey, what's up, Travis? There. Well, with your bad knee, Ed, you shouldn't throw anybody.
How you doing, Travis? Good to see you. We got a couple of our good one-liners here and here. Him and Ryan.
And garbage men back in the day made some decent money, believe it or not. I remember
they probably still do pretty good, don't they? Though they gotta still be doing well.
I don't know. A kid that grew up with my brother, his family owned the garbage company that used to do the town I was in, and we used to make good money.
I love.
Remember the episode of Married with Children when they go back to Peggy's class reunion and didn't want to, and he said,
"You're a garbage man."
That's what you do. Right. Tell everybody you're a garbage man. Don't say you're a shoe salesman. Say you're a garbage man.
I love how, like, you can't get away. Like, at least here in Chicago, you got to break down those boxes, and they got to be like 3 feet or less. They're just throwing them in there. My, how much has changed? I don't see recycling in there. Mister Rogers, look at that.
Oh, we're all doing well. Yeah, what's up, man? The two douchebag garbage dudes who who I imagined when I read Halloween Ends.
You know what? I would think I would count myself as I would count the two. What's his name? Dick. Two guys in the Garbage Men and the Burbs. Remember those two? Those two can do
Yes.
Halloween Ends. Dick. The guy's in a character actor. What's the guy's name? He was in Terminator and Gremlins. I can't think of his name. He died recently.
He died.
Great character actor.
Dick.
Dick something. He's a
Oh
chopping
shit.
mall. Remember? He's a janitor.
He was in Chopping Mall. He was the janitor. He was in. Remember, I told you that one B movie I was watching one night, the Candy Stripe Nurses. He was in that.
I'll have to look it up.
Is it Dick Wieland?
I think that might be it. No, isn't that that's the guy who played Jason? I thought.
Is it? It's Dick something. Dick Miller.
Thank you, Dick Miller.
Dick Miller. Sorry, a lot of dick talk.
A lot of dick talk.
This guy, the one cop here, reminds me of Matthew Modine.
Yes.
Big time.
Travis, it's I think Pat's watching on Paramount Plus. I'm watching a DVD because I thought it was on one of the other streaming.
Golf clap. Yeah, I'm watching it on Paramount Plus. Ryan's rented it on Prime, so there it is. It's on Amazon Prime.
I always get a kick out of the knee-high socks too.
Yes, that was this was 1990. It really wasn't original. I was a kid in the 70s. That's all you had. All you had were those. You used to pull your socks up to your knees.
Here we go. This is great. Where's the lids they're throwing as frisbees, right?
It makes you want to be. It looks like so much fun. It's like you want to be a garbage man.
There's the bowling ball. Dude, this has to happen, right? Of course this has to happen.
Oh, yeah, they go through stuff and find stuff all the time.
Oh. This is our last year. He keeps the letter, right?
Yeah, he kept the letter.
This is the last year we take once he clean out the trash. Yeah, look at
Good morning, baby. Guy. Good morning, baby.
But you know what, though?
It's compare 80s stuff, 80s music, movies and music. Come on. It's finding its place again. Like I get a car with my son and my daughter, and all they listen to is 80s music now.
This is a physical, that's a physical job too. You could keep yourself in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
And the air is right just for drinking Bud Diesel's. Good God. Pat, you know how many times I've said that line? Maybe you have too.
And you gotta wonder. I don't know what he's doing these days. What is Emilio Estevez doing these days?
Well, he got canceled by Disney with the Mighty Ducks show that he was on, which it was a bummer because it was kind of cool how he came back on that show and was helping out with the coaching and stuff. And I think he just had a falling out and he wanted a lot more money or something. He's got a couple of movies that are pending right now. If you look up his IMDb.
Oh, does he? Nice.
But he just doesn't do as much as he used to. Remember, he
was everywhere. The 80s, he was all over the place.
You know what movie I meant to ask you about that I think is very underrated? It's got a great cast. Is Free Jack. You ever seen Free Jack?
Free Jack, good. Yeah.
Mick Jagger, Renee Russo, Anthony Hopkins.
Oh God, I always loved Renee Russo.
Wish I had a loofah.
God, I wish I was a loofah.
Loofah, yeah, that's what I wish I was.
Travis,
Oh,
really the
really,
only thing that
Travis?
takes me out of
Oh,
the movie
okay.
is the over reliance on that heavy percussion music that overpowers. Really, I didn't even notice it, to be honest with you, but I can see that.
Travis, that's some quite detail. That's pretty impressive, man. I never
I'm
startled
hearing
me.
it. I'm actually hearing it now, but
You
yeah, I didn't think much of
startled
it.
me, Tay.
Hi, sweetie.
I told her,
Hi.
I'm like, this is a movie you're fine coming down. I don't even think it's rated R.
No, I don't think it is. It's PG-13.
We're going upstairs.
You're going upstairs?
Yeah.
Have a good night, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
Are you gonna come up?
As soon as I'm done. Wait, hold on here.
Yep. Do you think? From what I understand, Estevez was being pressured to get the vaccine, refused, and quit the mic. Oh, is that what it was? Wow, did not know that. Can't say I blame him, but you know,
Okay,
personal,
Pat
personal
does a
choice.
lot on his own here too.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Hi, sweetie. Good night.
Coming,
The missus came home. She was gone, you know. I was a bachelor for 5 days, as you know.
Oh, she's home now, huh?
Came home like an hour ago. There's our guy, Charlie.
Charlie. Michael Myers is outside.
You did you ever
Stay
watch
with
Twin
the
Peaks
girl.
when he's the principal and he has to announce to the school that Laura Palmer's dead in the first episode? It's like this he does a hell of a job. It's very like dramatic for him. He did that.
Well, what was that show he was on? He was on that one of those hospital shows for a long time too.
Was he on like Chicago Hope or some shit like that?
One of those. Yeah, I forget which one it was.
It's the wrong tape. Ah!
Look at all that garbage.
What's with all these movies we like with the wrong audio cassette tape? Like Escape from New York, right?
Escape from New York.
Oh God, here we go.
She's come home. She's right here in the middle of your old house. Little
Oh
girl
God.
help
Oh.
stop the rage. Yeah, I know it's disgusting. You can imagine what it smells like. Oh,
If they're doing it even masked up, what does that tell you?
yeah.
This guy, if I look him up, he's done a ton of stuff, Pat. I just think
Oh
they're
yeah.
the ones that
I just remember being on some TV show, and I don't remember which one. I know it was a hospital one. I don't know if it was
Yeah, you there.
ER or one of those.
You there with the pellet gun.
You can tell it's dated 1990. A cassette tape. Nobody has cassette tapes anymore of shit.
Fuck yeah.
The days of the mixtape.
Ooh. So
This is
we
good. These two Nimrods with
so
the
we're gonna
friggin'
wait.
things on the head.
Oh, look at this. Yeah. So we're gonna wait for Ronnie to get back to us, right? I think is what we saw.
Yeah, he said maybe next week. Yeah, they
Did
gave
you
a big
see the
update on
quick
the channel.
8-minute spiel about everything they talked?
Yeah, I did. And if you guys watch this after the fact, we're thinking about you. Believe me, we are, brother. And you guys need anything? Just hit
Yep.
us up.
I know he doesn't want the that stuff, but at least he let me kind of talk to him about it since we've been in similar boats. So
Yep. It's shit. It's shit.
oh God. Gentlemen inside.
Like you, Charlie Sheen with a little tail. God, I remember. I actually had
Oh
one of
yeah.
those in high school. And here he is being reunited with Emilio Estevez because what movie was he in?
Yeah, what
He was
was
a
he
repo
in?
man with him. He was a repo man with him.
Oh, he was.
Yep.
This guy's still alive though. I looked him up.
Yeah, he was in Repo Man with Emilio Estevez.
What's he called? His cousin-in-law, his brother-in-law? No. I like you boys.
A third party.
He's smiling and he turns it around. The idea that this guy goes home with them, right? At the end of the day, because they find a dead body.
One of the best things is when he snaps. You've seen too much.
Yeah. Extra cheese?
What's the word?
What's the word?
Where's Petey?
Top of the stairs. Where's the Roku?
What?
The Roku.
I don't have to look for it. I have to look. I know I have one. I have to look for it though. I can't tell you for sure it is.
You know, it's funny. I see these guys, they're brothers. I gotta tell you, thank God my brother don't drink, so he's a clean guy. But the best thing I ever did was not move in with any friends or anything and live with them because we would have drink.
I did when I was in college. It was me, my friend from high school, and we met two other guys when we lived down the Jersey Shore. And the house was like friggin' Delta Tau Kai from Animal House. I'd just come home and there'd be a party going on, and everybody'd be drinking. I have to show you some pictures one day.
Oh yeah, Travis, I'll look that up,
and I'll tell you some good stories too.
Yeah, Pat's got but they're dog lovers. What can I say? Here we go.
Yeah, you know, because the dog, because they're puppies and they love to like pee on new things, and I'm just waiting for them to come over here to pee on one of these the two rugs. And I'm gonna kill them.
Emilio Estevez pocket shirt looks like it's near his fucking stomach. Did you ever notice that? It's not up towards his shoulder.
Oh, I didn't see it.
That shit. Yeah, I'll have to look that up, guys. I don't think I've seen that.
The Wrath of Charlie Sheen, which is on Tubi. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see that one. I have to check that out.
It's nothing personal.
Cheryl Finn? Who is Cheryl Finn? That's not Sherilyn Finn, right? You're thinking Cheryl Finn? I don't know who that is.
Isn't that funny how like he slowly caught them, like he caught him shooting him, like as he falls down. And literally all they gotta do is look up to see what the hell's happening here, right?
Yeah, no, if they would have seen what's going on, everything would have been explained.
I keep on thinking the guy with the glasses is like a Bob Saget with glasses or something from this time, this era. He's like looks like that, or Chris Sarandon, right?
Yeah, and they're both like you can tell they're both amateurs. It's like, well, why would actually from far away he looks like Slade from Saved by the Bell.
What did he choke him with, Pat? Was that a watch or was it like piano wire?
I don't know what it was. I didn't see. I forget. But
They
the thing is, like, if you're gonna kill somebody, would you leave those the windows are wide open? Wouldn't you just shut them first?
And the other guy with the ponytail, he's kind of like a cheap knockoff of Dennis Hopper, right?
Yeah, true.
The best is they don't even know that thing shoots out of their car. They're going that fast, right?
They're too busy chatting away.
Somebody threw out a perfectly good-looking white boy, right?
Oh man, somebody threw out a perfectly good white boy.
Yeah, that Dean Cameron's been in other stuff too.
Which actually was a lot. Which was a reused line from Better Off Dead.
They're going to start arguing with the music here already.
He tries to kill himself in Better Off Dead, and he jumps off and he lands in the garbage truck. Man, that's a shame when people be thrown away a perfectly good white boy like that.
So they don't get reamed out for his body though, being not with them.
Yeah,
like, isn't that strange too? Right?
Well, it's just weird. It's like, but they're two. You can tell they're two morons.
Cat, you just hear the cat. They must have gotten really fucked up after that whole thing.
Well, but they were drinking Budweiser, so that'll do it.
Well, then again, they're also getting up at like what 4 a.m.
Yeah, true. Yeah, garbage men hours are just ungodly. I couldn't be one.
Grab those nuts. So James doesn't live with them, I guess, here, right? They just he's staying with them here.
I don't know. I thought they were staying together. I thought they
Okay.
were living
Ice
together. I
cream.
could be wrong.
1,
Ice cream, leftover coffee,
2.
Jägermeister.
God damn, 3. The whole Tylenol, right?
Yeah. Breakfast of Champions. Did you see text? Joe just texted. He's not going to make tonight, so.
Joe.
Or he just they got done and he's having a late dinner.
Here he is. We're just talking not 2 years after they live.
And the action scene with the barrel is actually very well done. The choreography, stunt work, and so on. Shockingly good. Yeah, it is. You said the very underappreciated movie.
Yes. Put this under your neck, in the back of your neck. I still owe one to the intended receiver. The best, he's not even like writing down any shit. He's drawing, right?
He's just drawing.
Too bad the poster didn't have like him and the dead body of Jack like in the background, like him holding on to him. That would have been
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
He's got a bloody nose.
God, this is so good. Travis, that's the end of freaking License to Drive, man, when the Billy Ocean plays like that.
Yeah.
We'll watch that because Everscathe Bill will he's chomping at the bit for that one.
God. I lived through the 80s. I remember this song. Would go to clubs, underage, in Manhattan, and all the shitty music they used to play. Back in the day when you could go to 42nd Street and get a fake ID. Which I didn't. Which I never did. I played the Fifth. Our favorite scenes is just about to come up. Timestamp, 31 minutes and 4 seconds.
I did it to one of my friends randomly in high school.
Post poses you so much, and nothing to lose. Martin Lawrence also does it. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, with Tim Robbins, right?
Yeah. Hey, touched his fries. Like when he starts squeezing, you hear it cracking. What the fuck? Oh, and this is where it all begins, boys. There it is. There's the yellow barrel.
It looks a hell like that guy.
Yeah, it does. It looks a lot of hell. Looks just like that guy. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Lost Place must be a fake place because
Yeah,
when I was looking
I
it up,
think it
it
is.
said it was filmed in Redondo Beach and in Hermosa Beach. I guess they just made up a name. James.
How about that other Halloween convention? Did you see that? Or that other convention in LA at the same time where they got some Halloween ends people?
Yeah, that's where they got
The mom of the kid at the beginning and the kid.
and the kid. Perfectly good white boy. Dude, we had perfectly
I'm gonna
good
go grab
white
my
boy.
charge cord. Hold on.
He sure looks a hell of a lot like that guy, councilman. Ninja Turtles 1990 should have ended revealing Shredderlands in their garbage truck. We should do a watch log of that too. Bet Joe would love that. Yeah, you hit him in the butt with a friggin' pellet gun. Ain't no way in hell you're not gonna kill him.
Oh yeah,
Look at him
Pat.
chug. He's chugging the Jaeger, a bottle of Jaeger.
I thought I'd seen enough when Taylor wanted to take this up to bed.
Really?
I was like,
Wow.
that's rare of you, Taylor. Pretty sloppy job.
So the wife's back now. Okay, so she's home.
She's back. She's gonna go back up the 11th through the 15th next week. Figure give her some more time so she could be on her own before our little trip at the end of the month. It's coming up faster than you ever know.
It is. 80s, 90s movies had a lot of people thrown into garbage can. True. Neverending Story, Rocky 5, 976 Evil, Ninja Turtles.
That's quite random, Travis. I like it.
It's good though. Good call.
Hey, Jason Takes Manhattan, even though that was kind of like sewage acid shit.
True. Yeah.
The boxer's head falls into the garbage bin.
Yeah, because Keith David sees he was strangled. You guys didn't kill him.
Pretty sloppy job.
There's the hat.
I just love how his face is like in shock. He died like that.
Yeah. Here they come. The two Stooges on their bicycles.
He looks freaking dead. Little picture on the bottom right of our screens coming up here.
Yep.
The bikes fall over. He looks at him. He looks freaking dead.
Yeah. Looks dead to me. Just look at the one that keeps just like staring at Emilio Estevez's face. He just keeps looking at him. Emilio
He
really
just
strong.
death stare to him, right?
Toxic Avenger. Oh God, I love me some Toxie.
Yeah, I hear the remake's gonna be bad though. Is what people are saying. We're all gonna be nice.
Oh yeah, It's a beautiful place, though. Look at the beach right there, the water.
It makes it extra hilarious that this guy has got his heart out for him. You know, he's got a heart on for him.
Yeah, the one cop the whole time didn't even talk. He just kept staring at Emilio Estevez.
So, isn't this the same night though? So those guys work a night shift later. That's the one thing that's off, right?
What? Oh, the cops?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Somewhat.
weird. Yeah. Well, no, is it still light out when they tie him up in the playground?
Oh, that's it. No, it's still dark. They
Was
don't.
it dark?
There's nothing in daytime except for when they're spotted by the dog. It's like a dog, like one of the dogs that you've got, Pat. Now that pisses on him, right? Oh, so they are looking for his body. I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember them looking for his body.
These guys never take a nap, do they? Look at them. They're all.
They're covered in shit. Remember Lardass in Toxic Avenger 4 using peanut butter to lubricate a bomb down his throat while thugs molest mentally disabled teenagers? Oh God, man, I do remember seeing all of them, but I don't remember seeing the first one is the one I saw the most. The first two, I should say. I have to go back and revisit the other ones.
I've never remember seeing a cassette player like that. The way it popped in there. Did you see that? How the whole thing came out? I don't remember ever seeing one like that, Pat. Maybe you have.
Me
That's a high end
neither.
one, though, right?
That's probably what it is. Yeah.
Oh, looks like Patrick Swayze's got his best Pamela Voorhees sweater. Did he go talk to his brother-in-law? That would have been an interesting scene, right?
Yeah.
I'd love to see what was on the cutting room floor of this movie, too.
Or some bloopers. That Steve is getting a little gamey. Where are the two guys?
The best how
There
this
they
shit
are.
backfires, right? The shit just fucking backfires.
Yeah. And they both look like two idiots with the friggin' towels on their heads. You never see guys wearing towels on their heads like that.
So they set up a trap for them here, right? Yeah.
Yep, they set up for them, and it didn't go off, but it was going to go off for them.
Did he say this means war, man, the last time? Yeah, it wasn't this time.
I forget. Yeah.
I just love how it goes off late. Look at that dark side of the moon there, right?
Yeah.
How is that not hilarious, right?
Oh, that's just great stuff. I was saying great shit. And I love they put a Nixon mask on him. That's awesome.
Nixon mask. And this is the era of Point Break, right?
Yeah, it is exactly. And well, you figure this is 1990, so you figure what 10 years earlier, airplane. You're gonna feel a sudden slight change in cabin pressure, and they're all wearing the Nixon masks.
Oh God. I told you about the one guy in Chicago here that was a He had a show on WGN for 30 years. Nick DiGilio, like, he hung out with freaking Gary Busey when he was filming that movie Rookie of the Year here. And Nick told him, like, hey, he's like, Point Break, man, that movie was just amazing. Gary Busey tells him, that movie changed my life.
Man, that must have been a rough some partying with friggin' Nick not Nick, but
He
Gary
spent
Busey.
the whole week with them. And so Nick was he screened movies. He was a critic. And he's like, hey, I got an advanced screening for Under Siege. Why don't you come to see it since you're in the movie? He's like, they're playing it here? So he took him and he wouldn't shut up during the whole movie, Gary Busey.
Oh, it was probably...
Well, we got to experience him get kicked out, even though we weren't literally there at Monster Mania.
Remember, we did notice it, though. Remember, we looked over, I'm like, what, did he oversleep? Where the hell is he? He's not there. But then we found out why he wasn't there.
He's done some good stuff, though, with Lethal Weapon. Buddy Holly's story. He's very good in Buddy Holly's story. You can see why he was up for an award.
I loved him in DC Cab.
Oh, God, yeah. Or that other movie, Surviving the Game. I know that's the movie I think Joe and I talked about. Was that your door or my door?
What's that? Somebody knocking on your door?
Hold on.
Hey, Utah, get me too.
I love you. What do you want to say? Hi, Colton.
Hi.
Okay. You're back.
I'm on a microphone.
You're on a microphone. That's right. Okay. You got to get to bed.
You can go upstairs. What time?
Hey, you guys got school tomorrow. Oh, remember those days. Mom and Dad putting you to bed and you don't want to go to bed. And remember those days. Now, when you're older, you know you should go to bed and then you don't want to go to bed. What am I doing? Well, we got timestamp 44 minutes and 58 seconds. Maybe joining us later or watching after the fact. Make sure you guys do us a favor. Hit that like button. It definitely helps. Sorry. Still very nasally with this freaking... Oh, my allergies are killing me this time of year. Northeast Pennsylvania, man. This changing the seasons kills me. Love the fall. I love Halloween, but the beginning of the season... Rough on the allergies. Ah! He falls on his face. And she remind me of
I will show you the bowling ball next time, buddy. You want to see the bowling ball get thrown down the street?
Oh, did he?
Lisa hasn't been home, so they are used to be now at night. So that's part of the thing. So
I love this. That was always my joke. But every time, what do you do for a living? I'm a phrenologist.
Walt's asshole.
Walt's asshole. We forgot. I completely forgot about phrenologists. They used to use it all the time. What do you do? I'm a phrenologist.
How did you know I Dom? Doesn't everyone? That's the part I remember a lot.
This girl always reminded me like Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, for some reason she gives me like Elizabeth Shue vibes.
You know what I get from her? Like she was like the 80s and 90s version of Felicity. What the hell's that chick's name? She's cute.
Oh, too. Yeah. Oh shit, what the hell is her name?
We should probably know that.
I never watched the show, but I remember it.
I did. She was in the Cocaine Bear movie, though.
Yes, that's right. She was in the Cocaine
Carrie
Bear
Russell.
movie.
Carrie Russell.
Carrie Russell. Yep, I just looked it up. Yep, there it is. She still looks good.
I hate
cops. Look good in Cocaine Bear. I hate cops.
Hey, you know what though? Pat. Well, we also got to give a shout out. I think his name is Lucas. I should get his last name. He put that. He put that big petition, I should say, or he's trying to set up that certain time slot for to hit Jamie Lee's social media. I thought that was really impressive. Did you read
Oh, I
about that?
saw that. Yeah, I
Very
did see
cool.
that.
I thought that's very cool. It's
Well, that's what Sean said on TSL. Remember, he said,
yep.
swarm their social media. Everybody go out there and just hit it up and just pester them. Say, you know what? Seriously.
Carpenter just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's just-
Well, that's the thing. It almost makes you not want his signature because you got to think, it's like, really? Why you got to be a dick? You created this. You should be
Right.
embracing what everybody
Yeah.
loves.
And you probably gonna agree with my brother. My brother's always said from the stuff he has said, he's like, dude, I think he's just tired of it. Like he's just, yeah, he made it, but he did other things too, and unfortunately, he's kind of stuck as that as his mainstay. And I don't think he really likes that. But I look at it this way: I'm like, if he didn't do it, he wouldn't have the other movies, though.
That's what you have to say. It's like, well, dude, you could be annoyed all you want, but if it wasn't for that movie, you know what? You probably wouldn't be where you are now. In fact, you probably wouldn't be.
I think he's just got mood swings. He's older too. What we're
Oh, I'd
talking,
definitely
he's in
tap
his
it,
late
Ryan.
70s, right?
Yeah, he's in the late 70s. Oh, I'd definitely tap it. Yeah, a little bit of Kelly LeBrock in there. I can see that because they had that 80s hairstyle and the way they dressed.
Hey, Rick. Yeah, we're doing really good. Pat, this is a movie Pat and I really you could just laugh about.
What's up, man? That's doing good. I hope you're doing well yourself. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope everybody had the nice 3-day weekend. They're still recuperating. They might even still be drinking because I'm having another beer. Yeah, I
Oh,
keep
hey.
saying, I'm not gonna drink. I'm gonna hold off until we got age 45. Yeah, right. That lasted.
No, yeah, it's kind of hard. It's baseball playoff season for me now, so I can't do anything until later now. I've given up on 2022, 23, Pat. It's
Yeah,
it's
me too.
over.
I'm like, oh, I can't do it this year. Next year's another year. I tend to do better when the colder weather's around. Like when it's nice weather, I like to sit outside, have a beer, put the music on. And when the cold weather comes, I'm good. I don't need to do anything because I just stay inside. When every actress's hair looked like a pack of beef ramen noodles got dumped on her. Yeah.
I meant to tell you because I know I think you respect Pink Floyd, but you're not like the biggest Pink Floyd fan, right?
I like Pink Floyd. I'm just like burnt out on them.
Okay.
Love them, respect them. David Gilmour, an amazing guitar player. Roger Waters,
I'm sure,
amazing.
to an extent.
Sure. Sid Barrett. If you like the
I
original Pink
I
Floyd.
want to tell you, I caught it on Sirius XM, and I don't think I could find it anywhere downloaded. And it was actually at Wrigley Field. Eddie Vedder with Pearl Jam. He did his cover of "Comfortably Numb." I'm like, fuck, he hit that, and like sometimes he's overrated, and he hit that song, that cover. Anybody
Wow.
finds that, if you want to hear it, it's awesome. It's in 2016 from Wrigley Field. I got to find it. I heard it today. I'm like, just Pink Floyd's my favorite band, so it's like,
Yeah. I don't there's no dislike whatsoever. I just listen to his. Believe it or not, one of the first guitar solos I ever learned how to play when I learned how to play guitar was Money. I still to this day remember learning how to play Money for the first time. I like it. I like their stuff. It's just it's just it is because before satellite radio, if you put on like your local classic rock station, every other song is Pink Floyd. And it's Pat, I love them, but stop, play something else, please.
In Dark Side, like other mainstays, that might be third for me because Wish You Were Here in the Wall are 1 and 2 for me. So I just Wish You Were Here is just underrated as hell, but I should say it's underrated. It's pretty well known. So, anyways, we're talking about Men at Work here. I apologize. I just got my little tirade.
Yeah, the Sid Barrett led Pink Floyd is definitely an acquired taste. You go back to like Pigs and
Adam Hart, Mother, Animals. Yeah,
it's definitely it's an acquired taste. It's psychedelic rock. It's not really.
Yeah, every song's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
When you used to have like that, here we go. Never mind.
You see too much.
Take the money. I won't say anything. Extra cheese.
They say you with the money. I love his hat, but it's a pizza.
You're a madman. He was pushing me, right? He was provoking me.
Extra cheese.
You see how Keith David turned his chin as he said that? He was provoking me.
We'll need some rope.
What's it when the pizza when they're eating the pizza? It's like the commie bastard gets no food.
I remember about Pink Floyd in the movie when the cartoon flowers turned into a cartoon PP. Oh yeah, there's so much stuff in the big giant walking asses. Yeah.
Jeez, now you're getting me hungry, Travis. Don't do that. Just kidding.
Surprised there weren't any. Yeah, you know what? It's you would think they would have had a Men at Work song in here.
Yeah.
Look at Travis. I literally have a frozen pizza in my oven right now.
See, Pat, help me remember here. Out east, are Italian beefs really big, or is that a Chicago thing? That's probably more us here, right?
Italian what?
Italian beef sandwiches.
Yeah,
shit.
nothing not here now.
It's a big Chicago thing. Italian beef. It's kind of like roast beef, but it's it's marinated in like brown gravy and things of that nature. But you have it with giardiniera, or you have it with sweet peppers on like a French roll, right? It's
Yeah, we
a big
just have
Chicago thing. It's
we'll have
next to Chicago style hot dogs. It's the next thing like Chicago's kind of like big with Italian beef sandwiches or deep dish pizza, of course. But
sounds good. I mean, I just have like roast beef sandwiches, or you go to Manhattan, you get pastrami sandwiches are big.
Hot pastrami sandwiches are awesome. If you get a hot pastrami sandwich, I could have that. But anyways, where I was out to lunch with a customer on Friday, we had these Italian beef egg rolls, and it was Italian beef with mozzarella cheese, which we put in Italian beefs, and giardiniera pepper in there as an egg roll, like a Chinese egg roll.
So that sounds good.
Yeah. And they give you a ranch if you wanted to dip it in ranch too. Oh, so good.
Yeah, and I'm stuffed. We went out to dinner tonight, and I had some boneless buffalo wings that were super hot. And they have these and the place we go to, they have those big Bavarian pretzels with the beer cheese.
Oh yeah. Sam's Club, Pat, had the like the German pretzels, but like with the bake, like they were like the mini hot dogs inside the pretzels, and it came with like cheese and honey mustard packs. So Taylor and I were munched on those over the weekend. That was really cool. It was like October German Fest thing they sold at Sam's Club. Really good.
Well, we went to that Restaurant Depot for the first time over the weekend because we did that concession stand at my wife's horse show, and it's like, I was like,
what did you have?
I mean, they just had so many big ass. I mean, it was like if you never been there, it's like Costco on steroids.
Oh, the ones here, like when I used to go to them, I went to one for like a couple of years. I used to get the Burger King Whopper patties. Used to make the Whopper patties at home.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, we bought a bunch of stuff. We bought like nachos, and then we bought the big thing of fucking cheese dip, and they had you can buy the little containers to put the stuff in there. We got hot dogs, I mean, it was just so much stuff, and I'm like, we got to get out of here.
You got my cheese whiz, boy?
Got my cheese whiz, boy. Yeah, she's got some body, this girl.
Yeah, hips nice and curvy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
God, what am I doing?
Definitely.
Yeah, she's a little shit-faced. She's had too much Dom.
Yeah.
Now, is that right? Dom Perignone's a couple $100. Is that right? Probably.
Only time I ever had it was I remember I bought a couple bottles for. You always look at people's trash. I bought was it 3 bottles when we went because for the millennium, like 1999 New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Because we figured it was a big thing. We had like these special flutes and stuff. It was at my mother-in-law's, and I bought like 3 bottles of it. And you know what? It's okay, but it's like they say, oh, dry champagne is good. That stuff is so dry that you need to drink something next to it because it's so dry. It dries you out.
You're a madman. I just love how Emilio Estevez is scared to death.
I'll get
He's
tricky
scared,
dick.
but he's not scared, right? In certain ways, he's not, but
Yeah.
he is. What did he just
This is
grab
all on my
again?
report. Huh?
Oh, it's not his report. That's his report.
Yeah. And it's funny, I did not notice all the percussion in this movie in the background until Travis mentioned it. Now I
Travis,
keep
yeah,
hearing it.
that's something, right? That's
Hell yeah, the PTSD is in full bloom right now. Yeah, Down Under would have went over well. I don't know why they didn't use it or anything from them.
see, that's going to be the funny thing, Pat. Like, obviously, when I'm coming to your neck of the woods, whatever it is in the future, we'll hit all your spots, and when you come here, we're going to hit all.
Yeah, you know what? After age 45, and maybe next year, we'll have to plan. You and the wife
Double
can make
thing.
that trip this way, especially if you're going to come up get a puppy and then get the wife and say, "Why don't we make a trip out there? We've never
Oh,
been there."
Lisa's looking forward to it. Lisa loves you to death. As much as she hasn't been on recently, we got a lot on our plates. We don't have to explain that.
Oh yeah, I know. And the only time I've ever been to Chicago is usually a connecting flight, so I've never been outside the airport.
Yeah, and I think with all the history, you got to get we'll go to Wrigley Field, and I think it'd be cool to go to Wrigley Field, but Joe is here too because Joe has a family here, but I don't know how much he really is around or knows them as much. But
I need a picture right in front of it. 1060 West Addison.
Be a Friday day game. That's the best time because oh god, I couldn't imagine. We go to that. That would be. It could be a travesty, but in a great way.
Well, the funny thing is, these other two clowns, the other two garbage men, why does the one guy always got like the roster thing on his head? You notice that?
Yeah,
Whatever those
I
Rasta
didn't
hats
think of
are,
that.
he's always got one of those Rasta hats on.
Obsessed with his hair like that.
Yeah.
Everybody be nice.
Pizza guy's smiling.
Oh shit.
These two are so blundering. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of the two brothers in the Goonies.
Yeah. Who are you thinking of?
Don't they remind you of the Fratellis, the two brothers? The way they're beating the hell out of each other and fighting. They remind me of the two brothers in the
Oh
Fratellis.
yeah, Josh
And
Brolin and Sean Astin.
No, the Fratelli brothers. Remember the two
Oh,
bumbling brothers?
Richard Davi and Joe Pants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they remind me of.
Think that he might try to go up here again.
9:17. You got to be up at 3. Ryan, thanks for hanging out as always, brother. Good to see you here, man. 3 o'clock. You gotta get up at 3. What the hell do you do? Jesus.
Brian, what
Are you a garbage man
getting
too?
Up at 3. Are you a garbage man?
So are you a garbage man too? You gotta get up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Is that why
Damn.
you like this movie so much? What did I tell you, James? That's reckless driving as far as I'm concerned. No, Ryan, that's awesome. You're at the gym. Yeah, Pat and I both need that. I'm inconsistent. I was kicking ass for a while.
I used to be really good and I just COVID killed it for me. I was going good. I was hitting hard.
Pounds since August 1st, which is shocking with all the stuff. But
You did what?
I dropped 10 pounds since August 1st, shockingly.
Wow. I have to get on the scale and see how much I gained. I've given up.
I think
Like I said, this year's a loss.
Matt, both Ryan and Travis are younger than us, right? If I remember right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep up with that, guys, because when you get older, it makes it harder. I don't have to tell you that. You guys are old enough, I'm sure, to know that. Just don't stop.
Yeah.
No matter what, make time. No matter where you got to do it. No matter what. Like we have people that I have guys that I work with that have families, everything. They get it done no matter what. I wish I could do that consistently, and I don't. But anyways, that's my spiel. Sorry, Pat.
I will. I'm going to get back. My neighbor, Mike, and I have been talking about it, so at least I'll have somebody to motivate.
Yeah, but Pat, we're on like we're kind of on we're like on a highway to age 45, right? So I think I know that's not an excuse. We're gonna make it an excuse.
Yeah, that's my excuse. I'll diet after age 45.
But the problem is, Pat, you're gonna do that at the holidays. That's the worst time you can't do. You're gonna have to do it January 1st, which is the most common thing that people do.
No, I'll probably do it when we get back. I have no problem doing it before. The holidays, I don't eat too much at the holidays, believe it or not. I really don't.
We're all gonna be nice.
Mr. Sneaky Man joined Mr. Bonehead.
The best is he's freaking when he cuffs him to the playset, right? He's fucking yelling at Emilio Estevez like he did this.
I know. He's not yelling at Keith Davis, he's yelling at him.
This is good though. This is funny. Now Emilio Estevez is starting to come around. He's starting to come around. It's taking some time.
Oh yeah, I used to be. She figured 27 years ago when I dated my wife. Geez, I used to go to the gym in the morning. I'd go to work and then I'd meet her at her gym at night. I used to go twice a day.
Well, okay, Ryan Travis, are you mixing it up? Or are you working on back, shoulders? Is it not that? Or are you just doing cardio? Tell me what's going on here at 4 in the morning, and then when you leave in an hour, Travis.
I just got to. I just want to lose a couple. If I can lose a couple pounds, I'd be happy. I mean,
dude, this is bad because I have the Bears game with my high school friends when they come in here in the middle of October too. So it's just like, oh god, I'm done.
Well, every time I say I'm like, oh, I'm going to be good, and then I start, and then then it's like a 3-day weekend like this, and then I'm like, oh, then something else comes up, and it's like, come on. Actually, between now and age 45, oh no, shit, I'm going camping.
No, but Pat, like these guys, if they can somehow overcome like the things that we might miss, right? It's just like fall into that pattern that you do it no matter what.
Yeah, because I'm going camping not this weekend, the following weekend. Me, the wife, are going to go meet my old neighbor who moved. Going to meet her in what we got? I'm going to Maryland. I think we're going to Maryland.
I was tempted to talk to some other people about getting Sean Clark a Fruity Pebbles cake for his birthday, but I think that would be too silly, wouldn't it?
And as far as the podcast is concerned, everybody, last Friday we did the podcast on a Friday.
We're doing it again.
We're doing it again this Friday because we're going to have our special guest and / guest collector, Frank Riker from the Slaughtered Lamb podcast. Is going to be our guest on Friday night.
Thank you, Pat, for also that works out because Sunday, it's probably going to be my last Cubs game I go to this year, unless we make the playoffs after we get back from age 45, which works out.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Looking forward to having Frank on Friday night. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I did extend the invitation to Darren as well, but Darren, I forgot. I remember him talking about it on their podcast that he's actually on vacation in Spain.
Oh, he's going to
Spain?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
he's in Spain now. Yeah, I messaged him. I said, look, I wanted to let you know we'd love to have you on as well. And he said, yeah, I'd love to. But he said maybe when he gets back, maybe after age 45, we'll have them both on. Well, we could do like a whole age 45 thing. And because he's in Spain right now. He's not coming back from Spain till Sunday.
Did you tell him like maybe like a last hurrah, last preparation thing? Is that that's how I said it to him a couple weeks ago?
Well, I told him, I said maybe after, because then we can shoot the shit because we've all met and hung out and we could talk about some of the shit that we did. I thought
is that how you played it? Okay, afterwards.
Yeah, because I said maybe we'll do it after age 45 because you got to figure this weekend we got Frank on. The following weekend we'll plan something, and then the following weekend is when we come. Well, I'm going. I'm going on the 25th.
When's your first night at the Pasadena Sheraton? Is it Thursday?
Thursday.
Okay, so I'm at another hotel down Colorado Boulevard for Thursday just because it was cheaper. So okay. Friday and Saturday, I'll be at that Sheraton. But
yep, we'll be there on Monday. and still haven't picked a hotel. We keep talking about ones, but we'll get one. I'm not worried about that. But then we drive up to Pasadena on Thursday and check into the Sheraton.
You know what,
It's a
Pat? I'm gonna tell
taser.
you, maybe I got it on sale. Maybe even just, I know Kathy might not care about, just maybe go to the Myers house in Meridian Boulevard when you're coming in, because it's just like, it's a main strip right there.
We probably will because we're
You
gonna have a
should
couple of
probably
days.
just do that. Say, hey, Kat, here's the Myers house. She'd be like, yippee. And then you
Yeah.
can say, oh, there's the hardware store. It's all right there.
She might. Travis, my ass is going on the elliptical for an hour, a mile run, then a quick circuit of squats, jumping jacks, push-ups. Look at you. Oh God, to be young again.
Hey,
Just
Travis,
ordered
how
the
about burpees? Because the burpees was the thing my daughter got into, and obviously I did probably like a minute of burpees, and I told her I'm gonna need a break.
Well, the funny thing was, I remember when my kids were in school, and I remember going and watch. It was Terrence, I think, when he started they started football,
Mhm.
and I saw them doing. I'm like, oh, you're doing squat thrusts. They're like squat thrusts. Like those are burpees. I'm like, I go, man, I must be old because when I was in school, they were called squat thrusts. They weren't called burpees.
Yeah, because you're moving every joint. It's a great workout. My daughter, it's helped her with her lacrosse training. So
Yeah,
you know what?
they used to be called squat thrusts.
You're not going to believe what my daughter was doing, Pat. And I didn't realize this is common. You know what she was doing? She grabbed, we at our community pool, we have those bars that hold your legs up. She was doing sit-ups on the edge of a pool underwater and coming up.
Really?
And
That's a major core workout. I'll tell you that.
yeah, I couldn't. She did about like 50 of them. And I'm like, how old are you? She's going to be 10 in November.
Oh, my daughter is the same way. Her and her boyfriend go to the gym all the time. They're both gym rats. You look at my daughter; it's like she's in shape like I used to be in shape. And I said, just make sure you stay this way. Don't end up like that.
Well, your daughter does what? Cross country, right?
Well,
Or
she did
no,
cheer. Well,
track.
she did gymnastics
she
for
did cheer.
years. Yeah, she did gymnastics for years. She did cheer, and she does track. Well, she does long jump, triple jump, and pole vault.
What's her? Okay, so her strengths. Okay, so her strengths is, it's not just cardio, but it's actually okay. So she pole vault. Okay,
Yeah.
she didn't do shot put or anything, did she?
No.
Okay. No, but see, Travis, that's enough though, because those burpees are brutal. Holy cow!
They weigh you out. They weigh you out. I remember doing them, like I said, back in gym class.
For a while, Travis, if you know the WWE people like Seth Rollins and his wife Becky Lynch, who's another wrestler, they were doing these YouTube videos where they were doing burpees for like 5 minutes. So my daughter and I, for a couple weekends straight, we're doing them. It's tough.
Yeah,
Your joints
they
really take a
weigh
beat.
you out. That's great. When she's smacking, she's slapping him. That's for lying to me. Then she runs away, comes back. She's like, and that's for spying on me. Then when she runs back, he's like,
Come on, come on. Sorry, we got off the subject, Pat. I apologize.
no, that's okay. That's what we
We
always
got
do. You know
struck
that.
by lightning.
Yeah. And my big thing now is
Freak storm.
my biggest thing is I'm dreading something screwing up the trip to California. And I woke up
Fuck, Pat, don't talk like that.
and I got this freaking like lump in my leg. And my wife, she seems to think her friend had the same problem and they think it's a hernia. And I
Where's
know
it,
I have
your
like a high.
calf? Don't tell me it's in your calf.
No, it's on the inside of my right thigh. It's like it feels like a pulled
Interior
muscle.
or exterior thigh?
Interior. It feels like when I woke up, I thought I pulled the muscle on my because I did
Like,
move some stuff around.
You
I'm like,
don't
oh, maybe I
rub
pulled a
your-
muscle.
You don't rub it up against anything, or do you? Or
No, it's weird. So I gotta go to the doctor to get X-rays, and I'm like, nothing better screw up the trip to California. That's all I have to say.
I was having issues with my right foot, my driving foot, my big toe, and it was they called it quarterback toe, which I had never even heard of before.
Never heard of that one.
But I'd been putting a lot more weight on that big toe. So it took like a few weeks. I was going through exercises and stretches, and it finally went away. It took a long time. It's almost like
Never-
turf toe is probably the better way
Yeah,
to say it.
never heard of quarterback toe. And
Yeah.
Sergeant Holker is going to be the big toe for you.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. So the wife, her friend had surgery on a leg, and he's like, when I told Kat, she's like, it sounds just like what Chrissy had, and it turned out to be a hernia. But I'm like,
Oh,
but it's not
really?
like in the groin. It's not my belly. It's like right in the middle of my thigh. So I don't know what the hell it is. So I'll go to the doctor. I'll make an appointment, see what the hell it is. Maybe
See,
maybe
we're
it
gonna
is
be
just a
getting up.
pulled muscle. Who knows?
You know, it's a bummer, Pat, too, because Lisa and I got to experience a couple different breakfast places in Pasadena. We're going to be getting up so early we can never have a decent breakfast. Like, there's some nice breakfast places in that area where H45's at. It's a bummer. Just everything's early and we need to be there.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at the itinerary when Matt was showing it last night. A lot of shit. Timestamp. We're at 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 22 seconds. Those joining us or joining us after the fact. Men at Work.
Man,
One of our favorite comedies.
There's Gus. Well, his name's Gus, and don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead.
Gus.
I
There's
keep on saying
Maxwell
it's a wrong
Potter.
character.
Travis tore meniscus like 4 years ago from hitting a pothole on my skateboard with my front leg completely straight, and I heard my leg separate from my knee. Ow! Oh yeah, especially doing like
Now-
skateboard and stuff, man. I'm sure you've
Travis-
hurt yourself plenty of times.
Pat, if I'm right, Travis is quite the skateboarder, right? I think we.
Yeah, I always see him. He always posts the skateboard and stuff. I usually see him on his Instagram. I was a skateboarder back in the mid to late
I pretty
80s.
much, like, I know it's kind of just like labeling it, but Tony Hawk was just.
Tony Hawk was he
I got
was
into
young
the
back
Tony
then.
Hawk thing when that was my high school era. That was a big thing. So
Who were the skateboarders I followed back then? Let's see. It was Tony
you
Hawk.
know what's great?
There was
Pat-
Lance Mountain. I
See-
used to have the Pal Peralta skateboards. Bones, the bones with the red bones with the wheels and the chucks.
Pat, your age though, like skateboarding was like almost forbidden. I was at the end of the era where they started making skateboarding parks for people that were kids that were skateboarding, which was just awesome. It was just it was looked upon differently. If I'm wrong, Pat, like wouldn't you agree with that? Like everybody's like, "Oh, you got a skateboard."
Yeah, no, it became real popular, especially in the mid to late 80s in northern New Jersey where I was. And they had skate parks. They had skate parks. They had motor like BMX bike tracks, and they used to have like teams for racing. So they had a lot of stuff where I was.
He can't believe it. He's like, "It's a Pelican."
See, he's always got that thing on. I never realized he's got dreads. Because you know why? Because every time you see him, he's got his hair up in the thing. Apparently, he's got dreads. I did not realize he had dreads. That's probably why he has the Rasta hat on all the time.
I gotta tell you, I'm laughing my ass off of these these H45 fans that are upset that Halloween 6 isn't getting any recognition.
Yeah, I see a lot of. I'm seeing some of the comments.
What
Tony
the
Hawk, Rodney
hell?
Mullen, the Gons. Those were all. That was my generation. The one I probably watched the most would probably God, what the hell was it? It was Lance Mountain and something Caballero. I can't remember his first name. I honestly, I remember when we cleaned my parents' house out, I found a couple old skateboard videos, like Future Primitive and a couple of different ones that Pal Peralta put out. And I transferred them over to DVD. So they're somewhere. I have to look. I used to have, believe it or not, I had an Agent Orange skateboard because I'm a big fan of the band Agent Orange. I had a TSOL skateboard and Steve Caballero. There you go, Travis. Yep. I couldn't think of his first name.
Rick, I can relate to that, bud.
I wish I had those skateboards because they're probably worth a lot of money. I had Agent Orange and I had a TSOL.
Well, see, I was more of I was a BMXer. I BMX race, so I had a couple GTs. I had a dyno, and I had a Haro was my big brand. I had two different Haros. So
I didn't race, but yeah, same thing. We were big BMX guys and with skateboarders. We used to rollerblade
and shit. And fucked
yeah,
around.
we used to build behind the elementary school down the block from my parents' house. We built a skateboard ramp and all the woods back there. We cleared it and made a bike track with jumps and everything.
God damn, I wish my childhood best friend Jack was on here. We built some ramps, and our friend Danny Chris freaking got a nail through his hand. 7th grade, right through his freaking hand. It was freaking traumatized me seeing it. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. What did I have? I had a mongoose spike was the big thing I had back then. I
No,
had
Mongoose is still kicking well,
they're
too.
still around because I remember when we got Terrence's first bike and I saw a mongoose. I'm like, you got to get him a mongoose. I had a mongoose. My favorite one was the all alloy frame. It was a PK Ripper.
Yeah, well, that was known, I think, for being lightweight, if I remember right. That's why I
I
like
think
the
it
Haros.
was
The
all
Haros
alloy.
were
It weighed
lightweight.
nothing. It weighed nothing.
Yeah,
So every time
lightweight.
I'd go for a jump, it was perfect because it weighed nothing. Every time I go on a trip, it's like being trapped at a vacation movie. Everything goes wrong. Yeah. Oh yeah, believe me, especially with young kids. Yes.
No, Pat, you remember I had that. What he's saying, I did
Yeah.
that when spring break with my kids when I went to do the whole H45 tour stuff.
Yeah.
I said, so my daughter saw me looking at the link of the Laurie Strode's house being for sale. She's like, "Oh my god, you wouldn't buy that, would you, Dad?" I'm like, "Who do you think we are?"
Yeah.
I'm like, $1.8 billion. We're not buying that.
Well, you see, were you on last night when Matt Archer's stream, and he brought it up? He's like, Pat, that would be the ultimate collectible for you to buy. I'm like, I'll talk to my wife about it. I don't see it
You know what
happening.
though? But I'm really sad about it. Just like a few other people have said, the homeowners of that place are the best, Pat. They're great for fans. So
Yeah, I know, and it sucks if they sell the
because
people
you're
that
not going
aren't
to
as
see it
nice
at
as
the
them.
Wallace and Doyle houses. That's why I'm interested to see how Sean handled that, giving them heads ups and everything. Those people hate. They hate. That goes back to even age 30. They hate the people coming around those houses. So
Yeah, I don't understand it. All right, I'm looking up some pictures that I want to show you. I know I had it on my Facebook and I just found them. I'll show you, Travis. All right, that you're a skateboarder. Give me 1 second. Share screen window. So Travis, this was the half pipe that me and my friends built in my friend's backyard when I was in high school.
did you say half pipe?
Yeah, it's a
Holy
half
shit!
pipe.
Look at that thing.
We built that in my friend's backyard, and that's actually my friend. That's not me. I took the picture. That's him on his skateboard on our half pipe. And it was up for about a year, and then town made us tear it down when they realized we didn't have any permits. Meanwhile, all the wood was stolen from a nearby construction site.
You can make do. Damn.
Do you know what happens to people who went to the Myers house without an invitation? You know who lived here? Michael Myers. He stabs his sister in the tit.
Oh, there goes. Hey, James. Hey, Carl. So,
Hi,
Pat,
Carl. Hi,
I
Jane.
know it's very loose. Tell me, are there some East Coast residents happy with the football scene out there, or you haven't really been? If you
No,
not heard
I've
too
been
much about
following
it,
more. Well,
Mike talking about it.
everybody's talking about football here because the
Roger.
Yankees aren't going to the playoffs and the Mets aren't going. So baseball is done in the tri-state area. So
Well, and
everybody's
Jones with the Giants. Yeah, I think both football teams got to be exciting, right?
they both look good. I mean, everybody's super excited to see what Aaron Rodgers does with the Jets. I'm curious to see what he's going to do. Yeah, maybe
Did it feel very
he's going to
similar
try to
to
pull a
when?
Brady. He's going to try to pull a Brady with like he did with Tampa Bay.
Do you remember it pretty well? And Favre was there briefly with the Jets, or did?
I remember it. Yep, it was there for a brief time. Then he went to the Vikings.
Here we go, breaking the third wall here, right? Friend of cops.
Ran the Cubs. Yep. Yep, looking right at the camera.
You don't see that often in movies.
Yeah, the 80s. I tell you, 80s were a good time, man. Especially if you were a skateboarder. It was a good
And God
time.
bless your neighbor too, Pat. He's a big fan. He understands like even the Chicago way of certain things. So it's good stuff. Oh, good Lord. Look
Yeah,
at these two.
I'll have to send you some. Well, it's so hot and humid here, and I got so busy today because doing work, and then, like I said, with my daughter's boyfriend's birthday, we were going to finish the man cave, and I'm waiting to show you pictures. He painted the moldings, Yankee blue. We got like the fat heads
Baby
on the
blue.
wall of the Yankees. So it came out real nice. Hopefully, we'll have it finished tomorrow. I told him.
Well, I hope they can got a lot of Cubs connections to the Yankees with Rizzo and then their infielder. You need help.
Yankees need help this year. Well, next year.
Oh no,
'cause
he just
this year,
said it right here.
this year's over.
Sorry.
Oh, that.
You need
I
help.
think he was saying, but it's true. Yankees need help, but it's not for this year. It's going to be
I'm
next
going to
year.
tell you, no, Pat. I would never say it about the Yankees because it doesn't take long for the Yankees to get help. So,
Well,
no, but
they
I
got the
was
deep
saying it for
pockets.
these guys.
Oh, it's been a minute since you saw the Yankees in last place.
I just love you need help to Keith David.
Yeah.
He's locking them up with like fucking no clothes, just boxers.
So we're at 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 6 seconds. Looks like we got about 15 minutes left.
You know,
And
Pat,
now,
I just saw
anybody
your
that's in
previous comments about the movie Rad. I'm sorry, Pat. Can I? He was
Okay, yeah.
showing up-
Oh, here.
that movie Rad, the
What?
BMX movie. So I worked at Blockbuster Video in high school, and we were selling off the VHS movies. And that was one of the movies on eBay. It was worth like $100. So I bought the movie. We were selling them off for like $6 and sold it for like 80.
I hadn't watched it in a long time. Then I remember watching the Magnet podcast.
With
They did a
all the good names are taken, right?
yeah, all the good names are taken. They did a review of Rad. It's funny they come up with movies I haven't seen in so long. Like the one that they were doing a review of Mac and Me. I'm like, oh my god, remember Mac and Me?
Oh, Mac and Me. Oh God, yes.
The ripoff of VT
E.T.
from
movie.
McDonald's.
Yeah. The GoBots of ET, right?
Yeah, I was like, holy crap.
Now, see, Travis also asked, do you know what happens to people who enter the Myers house without an invitation? Now, Pat could probably tell you this. It's been a couple of different offices or storage spaces. When I first went there, it was a chiropractor's office in one area. Now I think it's somebody's storage area is what Jeremy Moorhead had told us, right, Pat?
Yeah, it was somebody that
Special
who the hell
effects
was
guy.
it? Yeah, it was a special effects guy because he let him upstairs. Here's my son calling me. Hold on a second.
It's
Not realizing I'm live.
I'll talk, Pat. You do what you gotta do.
Yep.
It's
Yellow.
it's a couple. It's downstairs has a business, and upstairs was two different businesses.
I'm doing a live watch along right now of Men at Work.
I don't believe. I think the storage area was where Judith's room was, of all places, recently. So, yeah, the chiropractor's office, I think, was in the other room upstairs. Yeah. Anyways, just telling my stories. Everybody freeze. I'm going to blow his head off. I mean it.
Yeah, everything's right. He just wanted to check in.
How's Terrence doing? Okay.
Good. Yeah, he's back at school, senior year in college. And he's like, oh, this is the end. I'm like, no, it's not, because he's going to go to grad school. So there's 3 more years after that, and then he's going to go for his PhD.
The best human life means very important, very little to me at this point in time. He's doing the best Keith David right here, right?
Yeah, it's true. That's what he did. He flipped the script.
So good. Here we go. The cops are here. Yeah, you there with the pellet gun. The best is you can see
pellet
the
gun.
Nixon mask in the background, right in the back seat.
Yeah. Pellet gun. Travis, yeah, I just bought the Halloween box set for like 200 while everybody else was selling it. Believe
Travis,
it
you
or
found
not,
for 200? I give
200 is a
you
good deal. If you found a good shape for 200 bucks, it's. I actually had a second one, and I ended up selling it to a friend.
Well,
I found one on Facebook Marketplace. People were selling it for 45 bucks.
well, Pat, and I'm sure Travis can tell us it's the limited box set. It's not the regular box set, right? Where you got the extra disc, right?
Yeah, probably not.
It's fair to say that. I would.
Yeah. Cam definitely got a hell of a spine line upstairs in the mic. Oh yeah, Cameron got his ass handed to him.
Yeah, that's kind of funny how that came about, right? Small world. Yeah, Travis too. The house used to be 300 yards back the way it came from.
Yeah, it was down the road. It was down the street. Now there's what? There's like townhouses built there, right?
Yeah, and I hope when Pat and I are there in a few weeks, we get to go to Sugarman Gallery because they do great things. So it's right behind the Myers house and right
Yeah,
before
definitely
the
got to go
Elrod
there.
house. So
Those poor people in Pasadena don't know what's going to hit them in 3 weeks.
yes and no, but I would say this will be the most insane it's ever been.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they deal with a steady flow of it all year long, I'm sure, but this is going to be like, like the World's Fair of Halloween.
And you know what, Pat? When Sean had said that they oversold the VIPs, I was heavily alarmed. Like, how much did you oversell the VIPs? Because, whew, you know what? They didn't have to worry about. They didn't have to worry about a Halloween movie screening ahead of time, which is what they had to worry about last time doing it. So
Yeah.
But then again, that was a first come first serve. I don't think all VIPs got to do it. You had to send an email within a time frame right away. So
Is that how they did it?
yeah. Oh yeah. And I told you that was the first time I had to give up my phone. I had to put it in a little box with my ID and everything, and then came back to get it later on.
Really?
It was like it was like going into the government or something.
Weird.
I give Malakakad credit. He's like, Universal did not want this. They did not want this. And Sean and I went to bat for this for you guys and all this stuff. I was like, okay, cool.
Well, Universal's loving it because they're whoring it out.
Which is funny because he was like, yeah, Sean's not here because he's going to the premiere. I've already seen it twice. He's like, I'm here for you guys. Oh, this is so funny here.
And it's needed. Well, make sure you take Tricky Dick.
Make sure you take Jack, the dead body with the Nixon. So, Travis, you did get the one set with the producer's cut. So, Pat, if I'm correct, that is a limited set, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
I
what
love when they both hit him with the lid here. What did they say? High five.
Yeah, like they kept doing before. Remember they were doing the high fives with the lids in the beginning. I'm trying to think of what I have on order now. I know I ordered the set from Best Buy.
My blanket's coming tomorrow. It was supposed to be here today. You got it before me, and I ordered it. And it's in Chicago. Isn't that pathetic?
I didn't even open it. Yeah, I came today, and I don't think I have anything else ordered. Nothing I can think of. But I was gonna order that zombie set from Walmart because it's pretty reasonably priced. So
It's time to turn this bad boy on. I just love this thing to death.
you got to find a place like get like a pedestal so you can just have it up next
Yeah,
to.
I've got to because it's so damn cool, right? These people made a hell of a thing here.
That is cool as hell.
Look and see the lighting right there actually makes it look pretty damn good.
That looks good. It's great job.
What's the best is that thing was cheaper than the Ghost Bob figure itself.
Yeah.
Just not sealed, right? Oh God, it's so funny. Here, Jack had his cigar in his mouth, right?
They put a cigar, they put a martini glass in his hand or a champagne glass. You're gonna keep shitting him in the ass.
Pat, I'm so glad we got to watch this, bud. This is a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm glad. Yeah. And I'm glad, admittedly, I have not watched this in a really long time. So I'm happy. It's been a minute since I've watched it.
You know what I meant to do, Pat? I don't. Colin Murray probably will go watch this. I wanted to find an Amityville 2 poster so we can have Tommy Lee Wallace sign. I wanted to send it to him just because he's just a good dude. Just felt like doing like a, pay it forward type thing with him. Let's look that up later. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'll take care of it. I thought it would be kind of a cool thing to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he can't be here, because Colin Murray would be here in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I wish. Remember we asked him this because I didn't think we still
Have you
had that
talked to
going on.
Colin recently? I haven't.
No, going back and forth. I think he responded because he had watched the podcast and I told him that I'd gotten the damn tickets. He's like, "Oh, that's awesome." He was happy for me, and that thing was the last I spoke to him, which earlier in the week. Wish I could buy to the Amityville Horror House, like to find it.
Oh,
the Amityville Horror.
No,
He
what
did
were you
it,
gonna
didn't he? Did he do
What?
a thing there at the Amityville House? Sean Clark, did he ever do the
Way
Amityville
back
Horror?
when he did, before they changed the windows, he did.
Yeah, now it's almost unrecognizable. Now they took the iconic windows out a while ago.
You could tell, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, no, I was way off, Pat. That doesn't look like one of your dogs. I'm so sorry. I thought it was like.
Oh, that's a
white dog.
regular. Yeah, that dog's a regular size dog. Mine are like little.
Yours are like a third of that size.
Yeah, mine are this big. Parker weighs about 4 pounds.
Maybe like a quarter of that size.
Yeah, Parker's about 4 pounds and Petey's about 8 pounds.
No, we watched that movie. I remember watching it because I was in my garage and I was just like, wow, this Amityville 2 movie was pretty damn good. Oh, there it is. Oh,
There's the ending, guys.
Travis, Judgment Night would be one. Absolutely. Judgment Night's a very good film. Very underrated film.
Yeah, I would do that. I have to go get this. I saw that the Walmart has a Blumhouse trilogy with a different slipcover.
I almost bought it at Target. There's the one where it's just his face and it's the end's face.
Target's
I
got
didn't
one
buy
too.
it.
I saw Joe posted the picture. I think it was.
I'm counting my. I'm just being smart here. I was like, yeah, I get past on that.
That's it. I'm just like, oh, I'm just gonna.
It's one of those situations.
It's too close. Too close.
I wish it was one of those situations. I wish my wife would pay attention and realize that, hey, I passed on a couple things, but that's not going to work.
Yeah, it's not gonna help the cause. As much as you want it to help the cause, it's not gonna help. So we got to think of what should we watch next week? Because I was trying to think of what we can watch next week for our watch along, because we're going back to horror. We could pick up with the.
We were doing anthologies, Pat. What would you think about
do
Trick or Treat Studio or Trick or Treat?
Let's do that. That's a good idea.
Body bags. Or body bags.
Body bags. Let's do body bags. Yes. Let's do body bags. I'm for body bags. So let's do that next week. And like we mentioned, we will be doing. Oh, I did because I wanted to get the thumbnail ready for our shameless plugs. So I'll show the shameless plugs real quick and show you what I thought would be cool to do Friday with Frank. Just give me a second.
So we got Frank. So you got some ideas, or do you need me to throw some stuff out there, or you got an idea?
Well, what I'm thinking is what I did here. So we'll just do some quick shameless plugs. Let me just get this little banner thing out of the way. So, we like to do shameless plugs, let you guys know what's going on, let you guys involved, and give us some ideas. So each week we're live. Normally our watch along is on Monday. We moved it to Tuesday. And our podcast is usually on Sunday, but last Friday we had it. And this coming Friday, we're moving it again Friday because we're going to have a good friend of ours come on. We're streaming. Everything, all the podcasts stream, not the live watch alongs, but the podcast stream on all these platforms. And make sure if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, all that happy horse shit. And this Friday we'll be live with our good buddy from the Slaughtered Lamb podcast, Mr. Frank Riker will be joining us.
Mr. Frank Riker. If you guys haven't ever watched, it's part of the reason what got me to doing this with Pat, him and Darren. So
great.
Pat knows that.
My favorite podcast out there. It's my favorite one to watch. So go check that. A lot of the people that come watch us, I know, watch them. So I'm sure you guys are following them. If you're not, go check it out. So I thought it would be cool to do our favorite masked killers in horror, because I thought there's a pretty vast array of masked killers. So I just threw a couple up there to get them to just wet people's whistle. We'll do that.
I would like to ask him what his main top few things he would like to have autographed of his collection.
Yeah,
He's going to have stuff.
He's going to be our guest. He's going to hang out. He said he'll hang out with us. He'll do all the segments we usually do. But he's also our guest collector, because we bring in guest collectors on, and he
has his Halloween collection.
So we're gonna get to check out his Halloween collection. We're gonna meet him at age 45, him and Darren, so he can let us know like what he's looking forward to as far as merchandise, autographs. So it's gonna be a lot of fun having him on the show. And I did, like I mentioned to Brett earlier, I did extend it to Darren to come on as well, but he's on vacation in Spain and he's not coming back until Saturday or Sunday, he said. But he did say he wants to come on, and we're going to do it I'm thinking maybe after age 45, because then we'll have a lot to talk about.
Or maybe even both, Pat.
Maybe both, but I was thinking, depending on how much time we have before age 45, that it might be kind of cool, because once we've all met and hung out, we'd have a lot of stories to tell. And what'd you do? Drop your computer?
It fell over. Thank God. My computer.
Love how basically Paulie and that. Were you there for the watch along of Amityville 2, Travis? I forget. Yeah, because we did do a watch along.
A lot of fun, right, Pat?
That was good, yeah.
Because you and I hadn't seen the movie in years.
Yeah, it'd been a minute, yeah. So that's this Friday, 8:00 Eastern. We'll be having Frank on, and we'll be doing our regular podcast. If those that don't know, we drop our top 5 a week after it's been on our previous podcast. So this Monday morning, it was our top 5 iconic cars in horror. And you can easily guess what my number 1 was from that photo.
Sorry about the computer.
You okay? How much have you had to drink tonight, young man?
Oh God, you're gonna be like, you got to stop drinking when you're on this show.
For those that love TV sitcoms, my top 10 sitcoms of the 70s, I had a lot of positive stuff on this. So I might, which was much appreciated. So I might do the
That's
80s.
Very good with his hands.
I have big hands.
Not like the Snickers guy. I have such small hands.
I always tell the wife, I say, you know what they say about big hands and big feet? Big socks and big gloves. And top 10 sitcoms of the 70s. I've been trying to do reviews every Friday. I don't know if I'm going to do another one, but the Jaws one was a lot of fun. I had some good positive response on that. I got to figure out something for this Friday. If you haven't seen my Halloween What If, this was a lot of fun. So I did a Halloween What If. What if certain scenarios in Halloween they were different? So I just did that. That dropped. Was that yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday morning.
Yes,
and then
I saw it.
Yeah, and then this coming Thursday, you're going to get Halloween 2 What If. A whole new What Ifs for Halloween 2. And I already recorded Halloween 3. It's got to edit it, so it'll probably be out next week. There's lots of What Ifs.
You're like, what the?
There's Kiss fans out there. I threw my best Ace Frehley guitar solos from each studio album, which ended up pretty good. That was a lot of fun. For those that don't know, I'm a diehard Kiss fanatic, just like I'm a Halloween fanatic. Next Wednesday, we're starting that Halloween 2018 movie book club. We finished Halloween 4.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday, we're starting 2018. We're going to do the first 10 chapters. Now, there's 40 chapters in this book, so instead of 3 episodes, we're going to have to break it up into 4.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do 10 at a time. For those that don't own the book, you can go buy it. It's cheap. It's not like buying one of the OG books.
They're lengthier than H4, though, so that makes sense.
Yeah, these are easy to find. You can find them relatively cheap, or just go on Audible and just do the Audible version. I told everybody, Audible, the first month, you can get it for free. So you can even do it and not even have to pay for it. So go check it out. All you collectors, come on. Anybody is a collector wants to join us? We have a few lined up, including one this Friday, which is Frank Riker. So we'll bring some more on. Oh, you cosplayers? We want to get some more cosplayers on too. I have to go back and look at my Instagram. There was a few that said they would come on. I have to start scheduling cosplayers. Alternate
And
cosplayer collector, cosplayer connector.
our old friend Lito and his wife had some great news to Pat and I earlier today, so we should
Yes.
probably be having them on again here in the future too. So
Yeah, probably in October. They're going to come on and promote some stuff that they were working on. So looking forward to seeing them back on.
go back. That was what 2 or 3 weeks ago. He's got a great cosplay, Freddy. He's
Yeah, really good. Him and his wife does a great Elvira.
yeah, he plays it pretty well though, right, Pat? He doesn't break it.
Well, Freddie originally he was because he knows we're big Halloween geeks. He originally was going. I had asked him to come on and do Halloween, and his
But you
wife's
don't
going to do
talk.
Elvira, but he don't talk. He says that he's like, I get so into the character, I don't talk. So I said, well, maybe we'll have you come on for like a watch along, and we'll just be like, so Michael, what do you think? And you can just sit there and not talk, and we'll be like, okay, Michael has nothing to say about this, and he could just be all like,
You can
we'll just
shake his
bounce
head.
off it. Yeah. So I said we could do something like that. We could just bounce off so he doesn't have to break character. And then at some point, you could break character and then we can hang out and chat with him. So that'll be fun. So that's all the shit going on the channel. We're going to be back Friday night, 8 p.m. Come hang out with us, especially you Slaughter the Lamb people. You guys follow them. Brett and I both do. We're big fans. I'm a YouTube channel member. Brett is like the special super duper high exalted Mr. Gruler level Patreon, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's just it's their green room level. Yeah, their highest level. So get to talk to Frank and Darren before they go live periodically. So absolutely
big fan. So looking forward to having Frank on and seeing his collection. He's a collector as well as a big Halloween fan. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And then I guess so next Monday we'll be back to normal. So we'll do our watch along next Monday. We'll do body bags. Sound good? And then the following Wednesday is 2018 book club. So yeah, that's it. That's our lineup.
Man, 2018. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, Pat, I look forward to us talking about what we're going to do with Frank other than other things. So, yeah, that'd be cool.
You have a couple of minutes to hang after this, or do you got to run?
Just a couple of minutes, and then if you're out and about later, maybe, another one or something.
This way we can nail everything down and they can set everything up. So, everybody, thanks for hanging out, watching tonight. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that happy horse shit. Thanks for everybody in the chat that was hanging out with us. Travis, Ryan, Rick, all the great guys that joined us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, Travis, Ryan, Rick, yeah, thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, this was definitely a lot of fun. While we love our horror movies, we do love our comedies. So it's nice to do at least one a month, and then maybe next month. What did I just say? We should do it for next month. I already forgot. I should
body bags.
Well, body bags.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. I got to write it down because I'm already going to forget it. So
Bernie.
Yeah, I think next month we'll do Weekend at Bernie's.
Joseph, the horror guy, you were just about ready to cut off, but good to see you.
Oh, he's probably there. Where in the chat?
These caffeine sparkling ices, these are good. Yeah. Anyways.
Hey, Joseph, thanks for popping in. Cool. All right, so we're gonna head out. Brett, hang out. We'll chat. Everybody, thanks so much, and we'll see you guys on Friday.